Says that both need to win and neither can afford to lose.
A lot of introspection over the last 12 months or so from Adeleye's side after the defeat. Oh, but what a way to respond! Dacres is in deep trouble immediately. It's called off!
David Adeleye stands in the heavyweight division as one of Britain's most formidable new-era sluggers, a man whose statistics tell their own thunderous tale, but whose story comes padded with enough drama to make even the most stony-faced boxing observer question their career choices. Let's cut through the heavyweight hyperbole and peer over the ropes into Adeleye's career so far, one laced with spectacular knockouts, a single stinging defeat, and a left jab that could probably write its own memoir. Picture this, a 6'4.5" behemoth, broad as a council estate, with a reach that could poke fun at streetlight poles. Adeleye has not only made a habit of knocking out opponents, but also of doing so with such ruthless speed that ticket holders in the cheap seats sometimes miss the finale while queuing for a hot dog. Heavyweight by both trade and temperament, born and bred in the tireless city of London, this is a boxer who prefers his statistics neat, brutal, and mostly one-sided. Let's talk numbers, since if you're an Adeleye opponent, you're usually counting sheep. His record, as of this momentous year, stands at 14 wins against a solitary defeat. Of these wins, 13 were dispatched by knockout, meaning Adeleye's KO percentage is stratospheric, hovering just below what statisticians refer to as almost certain doom. He's fought 15 times as a professional, and no, he doesn't like to hang around. His average fight lasts just over 3 rounds, fast enough that popcorn merchants now lobby for shorter prelims. His professional journey started in late 2019 when Adeleye debuted under the Queensberry Promotions banner, a debut which, in truly poetic fashion, ended with a first-round knockout so definitive that his opponent's best memory of the night was the ring walk. From then on, it's been a routine of rapid-fire victories, his reputation growing with each thudding victory, and British boxing fans wondering if they were witnessing the next great punch artist. Titles inevitably followed. Adeleye seized the English heavyweight belt by flattening a rival in less time than it takes most people to locate their seat in Wembley Arena. Not content with mere local clout, he then bounded into the British title conversation, muscling past competitors and collecting highlight reel knockouts with alarming frequency. He carries the kind of heavyweight power that boxers in the lower divisions write cautionary poetry about. Opponents who once discussed game plans were instead spotted rehearsing their "Why I Retired" speeches. His most recent conquest saw him crowned with the British heavyweight title after halting Jamie Tichikeva in the 6th round, a bout served with just the right dollop of drama and enough bruising shots to convince the ringside physician to invest in ice packs. The win added another glistening layer to his stats and even more shimmer. But for every meteoric rise, boxing reserves at least one plot twist. For Adeleye, that moment of chaos arrived against Fabio Wardley, the only man so far to mar Adeleye's perfect record, besting him by technical knockout in the 7th round of their title unification scrap in Saudi Arabia. It was a bruising, high-profile affair, ending both Adeleye's unbeaten run and, momentarily, his seemingly endless steamroller of stoppages. Yet, in true heavyweight tradition, Adeleye rebounded. A year after that bitter loss, he returned with renewed fury, dismantling English champ Solomon Dacres and restoring panic to the heavyweight ranks with an emphatic first-round stoppage. Adeleye isn't just about big punches. His stature and physical gifts are the baseline, but let's not overlook the technical polish added by countless hours in the gym. An orthodox fighter with a stance that maximizes his brutal right hand, Adeleye stalks his prey with the patience of a war general, pouncing with blurring combinations when the smallest gap appears. Critics have pointed to occasional rushes, a slight disregard for defense when chasing a finish, but even detractors are running out of evidence as he's shown improvements in head movement, balance, and tactical control. As of the latest exchange of fisticuffs, Adeleye weighs in comfortably over 200 pounds of lean menace. His reach matches his height at over 76 inches, which is not just a useful stat, but a warning to cornermen everywhere to keep the towels ready. That reach, paired with his power, allows him to control range and tempo,
I'm not too sure what it
turning
was.
fights into auditions for the next viral knockout. He's boxed 50 rounds as a professional, though one suspects the number could have been much higher had he not spent so many nights rendering his opponents horizontal in the early going. Rarely needing judges to do anything beyond observe, Adeleye's knack for the finish business is so legendary that bookmakers now take odds on which way the ambulance arrives. Adeleye's career is not just a tale of statistics and stoppages. It's also one of ambition and reinvention. After his only defeat, he didn't just rebuild. He returned stronger, wiser, and, to the delight of newsmen everywhere, even more confident in pre-fight interviews. His willingness to hunt for top-level opposition. Next up, a dangerous duel with acclaimed contender, Filip Hrgovic, means his story is still very much in the plotting stage. Outside the ring, Adeleye brings a business school sharpness to his persona, holding a university degree in business management. This has proved handy for promotional hype and, one suspects, for keeping a cool head when negotiations get spicier than free pepper chicken or ranch chicken. That cerebral touch is rare in a division better known for fireworks than forward planning. On the accolades front, let's not forget, David Adeleye owns the British heavyweight title, an honor roll that once included such icons as Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno. He gets mentioned in the same breath as upcoming British prospects. His name often the first on the lips of pundits forecasting dangerous new champions. His future assignments, big money bouts in Riyadh, headline slots in London, and the looming threat of transatlantic challenges set the stage for a legacy that could easily climb into world title territory. His strengths? Power punching, obviously, the sort of thudding velocity that shortens fights and grinds down resistance. Beyond the haymakers, Adeleye has shown a refined jab, increasingly smart footwork, and surprising resilience. His defensive skills, once a target for nitpickers, have steadily improved, allowing him to survive when the kitchen gets as hot as a Tottenham kebab stand at midnight. Room for improvement? Sure, Adeleye, like any young heavyweight, continues to balance aggression and caution, sometimes too eager to end the show, risking exposure to counterattacks. But at 28, with only one blemish on an otherwise dazzling record, his evolution is ongoing, and each fight reveals another layer to his all-action persona. His fanbase? Let's just say, it's the kind of hardcore following that would hold placards outside the British Boxing Board headquarters if their man was ever overlooked for a big fight. Adeleye brings a blend of local pride and old-school bravado, a heavyweight who knows how to milk a face-off, trash-talk an opponent, and still turn up to post-fight interviews with a grin wider than the Wembley goal line. In summary, David Adeleye's statistics practically snarl at you from the page. 14 wins, 13 by KO, only one loss, one British heavyweight belt slung over his muscled shoulder, and a future blooming with the promise of world-level showdowns. His average fight lasts little more than the opening chorus of a hit single. If you fancy drama, knockouts, and the genuine sense that anything can happen, Adeleye is your ticket to heavyweight excitement. So how good is David Adeleye? Statistically savage, continually improving, and already the kind of fighter whose highlight reels haunt rival prospects late at night. Whether dishing out rapid-fire knockdowns or rebounding from adversity, Adeleye remains one of British boxing's can't-miss stars. And if you're still reading, there's only one move left. Hit subscribe for more inside scoops, exclusive rants, and, inevitably, another David Adeleye highlight the morning after his next demolition job.